first. Welcome to Virginia Tech, and you've said your prayers, little one, because it's time for Enter Sandman. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build.
Sprinting away. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Knox. Pocket breaking down. Throws toward the end zone. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Wow, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to them early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Snagged out of the air. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to change this route. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but
turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Offense set on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Knox. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance.
Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Handoff from the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to power it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He might want another play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After the incompletion, will they try it again here on third and goal? They send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on third and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Knox. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Looking to scramble. Got his man. On the move at the 30. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Off the play fake. And they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Shakes off the defender.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Makes the catch. It's Burks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, going to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra money.
He's going to fire deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They'll try to add another to their lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last.
Oh, he wants it all. Got it in stride inside the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing the turnover. Third down coming up.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the air, it's Knox. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with the score.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's a heat. Using the quick game. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Got it set up on the outside. Find some fresh air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing in the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space. And he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Got some room to run at the 30. He's at the And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. On that play-action fake, the action was the quarterback got clobbered after he faked the handoff.
Yeah, it definitely didn't work. The fake is supposed to be the most important part of that, to try to get the guys to suck up just for a second. But you could tell the offensive line, they weren't able to hold their blocks. Defense got to him and got the sack.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. A low line drive and short kick. Touchdown, TCU! Stealing a score on special teams.
Punt returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping it, turning it on. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. On the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Inside the 50. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, Horned Frogs. The defense putting points on the board.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
TCU 45, Virginia Tech 16.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And the Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Now the play fake. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Wants to throw. It's Knox. He's moving out of the pocket. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Lining up to convert third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Got enough for the first. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Hokies trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but This is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Virginia Tech, 23.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Knox. Stands in and takes the hit. Snags it inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, quarterbacks have to do a great job in the pocket, letting routes develop, taking their time. He does, throws the ball down the field, receiver catches it, and then does the rest, takes it in to the end zone for 6.
Virginia Tech, 23.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Right down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Off play action on 1st down. A little floater there that... incomplete.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
The play action fake. Now improvising. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Hit as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Back to throw, it's Knox. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. First and 10 as the clock winds under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hard running there. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll pull it on the read. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fighting off the defender. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jeff? He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Under fire. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They really don't catch well, but the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Knox. Looking down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He'll do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job.
Oh, they're faking it. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Scanning the field, it's not. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires on the move. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. That last fake didn't work. They might stick with punting at this time. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner's literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on it.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. Fires one high and deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
To throw, it's Knox. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And an explosive play has him on the move. And he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not...
They get left rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.